Hey everybody, welcome back to the North American Summer Split. I am joined by Vulcun, Mancloud and Zuna. Guys coming off a pretty good win there. A game where, a little interesting in Champion Select, you allowed 3 global ultimates to go on the side of TSM, but you also confused them as well with the Ezreal pick. Mandatory Cloud, can you bring us through picks and bans?
Well, they confused us with the triple global. We were expecting the Karthus, but then they kind of got TF also, and that blew our minds.
And why didn't you ban TF on the way in?
We were just fine with him playing TF. We expected him to take Karthus over TF, and he did, but then they also took TF, so.
All right, and Zuna, playing Ashe in this one, obviously coming out in the spring and into the summer, you're more of a late game AD carry. What has the transition been like for these utility carries, obviously coming out pretty strong on them?
Well, early game Ashe is actually pretty strong if you can push to the tower because you won't die. The only problem is you can get ganked, and then I died early, and I was like, oh god. But besides that, it's not too bad. You just gotta make sure you play safe.
And you guys are chatting on the couch about a few of those deaths. Playing against that press R at level 6 composition of Karthus, of Nocturne, how do you aggress against that?
Well, I would say mostly is you don't want to bring the globals to where they can be at. You need to force the globals on themselves so they can't port to places. And we did a really bad job at that. And it just went to the point where when we could group up and they couldn't engage on us, we could eventually whittle them down, and then that's what happened.
So, Mandatory Cloud, during those kills, when you see those things happening, how do you turn the mentality of the team around to say, we can actually get around all of these globals?
Well, when you see him port bottom, he gets a kill or something, I'm just like, I'm pressuring mid. I get a lot of damage on mid turret. We actually took it after he ported out one time. You just need to pressure the other lanes and balance out the globals.
And now, moving on a little bit from the game, guys, it's been a best of 1, all of the splits. That's how it works in the LCS. Do you guys think that benefits Vulcun, and are you going to do well in the best of 3s?
I think we strive for best of 3s. Like, we have always done better in best of 3s. And for playoffs, I can't wait. I think we'll be prepared for anyone, and we'll take them out. We'll definitely go into Worlds.
Oh, yeah? All right. Mancloud, what would you say has been the biggest challenge for Vulcun coming into this season?
Beating ourselves. We've thrown a lot of games. We throw with the best of them. Getting over that was probably the hardest aspect we've had to overcome this season.
And maybe that being the answer to the next question as well. Zuna, what would you say, besides position, obviously, from spring split to summer split, what's the biggest change with Vulcun?
I would say the biggest change is how smart we've gotten. Like, little plays that we used to make, we just don't make them, like little mistakes. And then I would say our biggest asset is that when someone makes a mistake, we capitalize it better than anyone else.
All right. And guys, Mandatory Cloud, you are 2 kills away from having the top kills in the league over Bjergsen and Alex Ish. Do you guys tend to focus more for you and get you to carry the game, or is this just the way it's been happening?
I've said in the past, like, give me the kill so I can get snowballing. But it just kind of happens. I just get a lot of kills. I don't know. I just get a lot of kills.
Well, I would say when he's like Rise or anyone that had teleport back in the day, he would port, and if he ported, he'd be like, why would you not give me the kill if I wasted port? And so we gave him the kills, and then he played Karthus, and he's like, I'm using alt, get the kill. I'm like, okay. So pretty much it didn't plan out like that, but that's how it happened.
All right. You guys obviously have one more game to go versus Velocity, but what's the mentality going to be like now preparing for playoffs?
Well, before Super Week, we did take like a week vacation, and we knew that we kind of needed a week, so we took it off. And now that playoffs and Worlds are happening, we're not going to take a break, just the 2-day off that we always get, and that's all we're going to do. We're going to practice until playoffs.
All right, Zuna and Mancloud from Vulcun, thank you very much for the interview. You guys have had quite a run. Hope you guys can keep it up, and I'm sure the fans are hoping the same as well. Guys, it's going to be Curse versus CLG coming up next. A lot more.